Hi, you guys. I hope you're having an amazing day. So, today I want to address one of the questions that I get asked a lot, and it is how to lose fat or how to lose weight the quickest. So, a lot of people are looking for like a quick fix, a fad diet, all these like fad diets that are on the internet saying that their method is the best and you should follow this and that and you should do this and this in order to lose weight the quickest. And there might be some truths in there and it might work for you, but the quickest way to lose weight in a sustainable way so you can keep the weight off for life is to follow the basics. There's no good quick fixes out there, because what happens if you do a quick fix, you might fall off big time because you've deprived yourself so much, you've been starving so much. So once you start eating other things that you haven't had in your diet, you're just gonna go crazy and binge it. And that's not how I work with clients. So in my opinion, the quickest way to lose weight, to lose fat and keep it off for the rest of your life is actually to stick to the basics and find basics that works for you, your life, and your lifestyle. Some people might not want to eat gluten and other people do. And like both, there's no right or wrong answer here. It's all about you and what works for you, what works for your life, what works for the lifestyle that you want to live. It's so much more important to find like a balance. I mean, during certain periods of time, don't get me wrong, when you are on a weight loss journey or in a weight loss, fat loss phase, you might have to cut things out and you need to be in a calorie deficit. But it all comes down to being in a calorie deficit. There's like no magic trick to it. You have to burn more calories than what you consume. That's the only thing that will get you down to the body fat percentage and the weight that you're looking for. And if you lift weights, don't look too much on the scale, because what will happen is that you will lose body fat, but you will also build muscle mass. And the more muscle mass you have, the more calories your body burns, because muscle mass uses more energy just to be sitting in your body versus fat, because fat doesn't burn any energy at all. So the more muscle mass you have, the better. Muscle mass is so important when it comes to living like a strong and healthy life, because the older you get, if you're not using your muscles, they will slowly go away. They will atrophy. So it's so important that you're actually resistance training and you're at least lifting weights twice a week, in my opinion. So if your goal is to lose body fat, it is pretty simple. And if you just stick to this and trust the process, you'll see results quicker than you can ever imagine. It all comes down to one, the nutrition and being in a calorie deficit. It will be important to cut out bad things, or not bad. I don't want to say that foods are good and or bad, but foods that are more calorie dense will be processed food, sugary food, foods that are high in fat and sugar. So those things, and also like calorically dense drinks, you want to cut out those during a fat loss phase as you want to lose weight. And then it's important to be in a calorie deficit, so you're going to consume less calories than what you burn. Is that right? Yeah. So you have to burn more calories than what you consume, because otherwise you will not lose any weight. So it is important that you move too. And here, this is when we transition over from the nutrition to the movement, and daily movement will be key. The more you move, the easier it will be to stick to the nutrition plan that you have, and also to lose the body fat that you want to get rid of. So movement is all also based on you and what you like. I would highly recommend you, as I mentioned earlier, to do at least twice a day of lifting weights, because it is so important as you age to keep that muscle mass. It will be crucial the older you get, and it's also harder to build with age. So the more you can maintain and the more you can build, the better. And outside of that, I highly encourage you to find whatever type of movement that you like. I love personally to go on walks. I do a lot of walks. I do a lot of hiking. I like to do it outside. I do it on the treadmill at times just because I do my admin work and I try to be productive at the same time as I do like my cardio or my movement. So then I have to do it on a treadmill. But if I don't, I try to do it outside. It's just so good for my mental health, and like I just feel less stressed if I can get outside and move and walk. So that is one of my advices. I would say that try to get outside for your walks if you can every day. That would be perfect, because sunshine is also so important for you. But if you can, try to get outside at least 3 days a week. And so that is nutrition and it's movement. And those two will be like key in your fat loss and muscle building journey, or like at least muscle maintenance journey, and in order to reach your aesthetic goals. But you'll also feel better. But then on top of that, you have more things, of course. You have sleep, you have stress, you have hydration. So there are more things around all of it. But if you first start with those two, nutrition and movement, you'll be surprised. There's going to be so many changes quickly. And if you just stick to it over a period, like at least 2 months, you are going to notice how much better you feel and how much better you look, and people around you will notice as well. But yeah, this is how I work with clients, and I always feel like it's really important to find what works for you and come up with a plan in regards to all that. So yeah, I would say try that.